All right, guys, we have to break down Palantir. We're heading into a big week for the stock, and quite frankly, a big month. I think the company is reporting earnings towards the end of the month, so we're going to break down the estimates in this video. Of course, what I'm looking to do, some other numbers, and the charts in general. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and guys, check out the mailing list. I started sending out emails. This was about 2 months ago, once a week, my top 3 stocks for the week, and I do that every single Monday right to your email. And the beautiful thing is, it's free. Check out that link down below in the description box. Join the email list. No spam, no BS. And with that being said, cheers. Let's get into it. So we all know, well, we should know if we've been watching the stock, we're invested, which, full disclosure, I'm invested. But we should know Palantir hit and closed. Not only hit, but closed over $40 per share on Friday. And from, I think, Tuesday, we hit $36, even Monday morning. So from the low of last week to the high, we were up over 10%. So clearly, big move, right? Another breakout move, type move here for Palantir with a lot of volume at that. And, we're now $4 from all-time highs. It's wild how fast this thing is catching fire. We talked about that extensively, I think, on the last video. And, of course, all the updates. I mean, it seems like it goes up every freaking day at this point, right? At least the last couple of days. And, look, that was after a time period of consolidation. End of September, very early days of October. We were sideways trading. But man, when it goes on these explosive runs, it catches fast, right? We can see it's done this many times over the last couple of months. We ran up heavily, it looks like early August, up to about end of August. Then we tapered off a bit. Boom, huge move early September. We then tapered off a bit. Now we're getting another big move early October. It's kind of like a pattern at this point, right? Doesn't mean it's going to continue, but man, what the heck's going on, right? But overall, I think we could see another pump potentially on Monday morning. Maybe you're watching this Monday morning. Maybe we get another little pump, but I wouldn't be surprised if we did start getting some volatility on this thing, maybe even some downwards trading, maybe after that pump on Monday if it comes. Maybe on Tuesday, right? But I just think it's a bit too hot. I mean, I'm sure you guys could agree. Doesn't mean it can't go higher, but we broke out yet again. Maybe, again, trades up a little bit more, but ultimately I wouldn't be surprised if we chopped around 37, 39 bucks a little bit, before we really start pushing over 40. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Either way, I'm invested. I'm not trying to, time it a bit and get out here, buy back a couple dollars cheaper, right? I mean, that's a crazy game. And unless you're trading, that's way different. But if it's your long-term position, for me, I'm just holding through this, right? I told a story last video how I sold NVIDIA the first time way too early. I don't want to do that with this one, right? I'm already up a good chunk. I have a good cushion built. I'm up like 90% on my position. But, yeah, I mean, sure, it could sell off, but ultimately I think we're going over 50, so why would I sell at 40, right? I think we're going well over 50 in due time, right? Yeah, at this rate, it's going to hit 50 this year. I'm kidding. We don't know that for sure. But, I didn't think it was going to hit 40, and here we are, guys. We just hit 40. So, yeah, let me show you quickly the earnings coming up. Wait a second. Let me get a date on that first. That would be helpful. Where are these earnings at, guys? 31st. So, literally, the last day of October. We're going to end it off with a bang. Palantir's earnings after the bell, right? Yeah, after the bell on that date. And let me see now the numbers, and we'll break down the estimates, all that good stuff, guys. So run the likes up, run those likes up. Make sure to subscribe here on YouTube. We're almost at 40,000, which is insane. I appreciate all of you for tuning in, as always. So Palantir right now, holy smokes, their market cap, oh man, excuse me, by the way, guys, is almost $90 billion. $90 billion, 90, which is insane. Their P ratio is 235. So, okay, I'll be the first to tell you, man, I'm in at a much cheaper price, but the valuation now, if I were to go buy now, I'd be a little bit more cautious, right? It's 235 price to earnings ratio. Not saying it's a bad company, but you know how that goes with investing. You have to buy a good company at a good price, not just at any price. So I was buying at $20. The valuation was a lot lower. And yeah, I feel like a pullback could be something that is healthy for the stock right now as the earnings continue to grow, so we can grow into that valuation a little bit more. But yeah, 235 P, 89 billion market cap. Okay, what's the forward P actually? I'm curious as the earnings continue to grow there. Yeah, forward P is a 95, so you could argue, all right, maybe that's a little high. But still, man, I still believe with companies like this and they're very, fast growing phases that they're in at this point. Palantir is one of those. I think there's a lot more growth coming, right? Sometimes you got to just hold them through the high valuations. It's one of those things, right? So yeah, forward is 95. All right, price to sales is probably ridiculous, right? Yeah, 38 price to sales. Oh man, value investors would look at this and they'd just start crying and run the other way. But if you want some obviously exposure to a company like this, a little bit more risky, higher reward, it's kind of how it goes, right? It's growth investing, value investing. Both are good, but you got to know what you're getting yourself into. You're not going to get this at like a 3 price to sales. It just doesn't work that way, especially with how stocks are these days. But yeah, we're not going to get into that too much in this video, guys. Let me pull up the analysis tab. There we go. All right. So average earnings per share. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Based on 15 analysts is 9 cents. All right. Low estimate is 3 cents. High is 10 cents. That'd be nice. With a year ago, them doing around 7 cents. So EPS is expected to grow from 7 cents a year ago to 9 cents on average this go around. Not bad. Let's see how that goes over time. It looks like for the current year, the year ago EPS comparable was 25 cents, and the average now is 36 cents for the current year. So I would like to see that go up a little bit more over time, obviously. But yeah, I guess they're not focused too much on profitability. I think a lot of the reason they wanted to get kind of profitable was to get into the S&P, part of it at least. Of course, they'll be more profitable moving forward on a per share basis there, but yeah, it's 36 cents right now on average. Again, 25 cents last year. Looks like for revenue, we're looking at 12 analysts for this quarter. Average estimate is $700 million. For the current year, we're looking at $2.76 billion. With the year ago sales being $2.23 billion, with nice 24% growth right there. You could argue that will grow faster over the next 2-3 years. We'll see how it goes. Let's see if we actually even have it here. They're projecting 20% growth for 2025 with around, let's see here, $3.33 billion of revenue. All right. Let's see how that, they're projecting for that for 2025. But yeah, I mean, look, Palantir, the valuation has gotten bigger. No doubt about it. I mean, it's gone up for sure. The price you're paying right now is very expensive, you could argue, in the short term. I would tend to agree with that. But you got to know what you're getting yourself into. If this is a company that you want to own and you want to buy, I get this comment all the time. Should I buy now? Should I buy now? First of all, I can't tell you guys what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. But would I buy now? I sure as heck wouldn't go all in. That's for sure. I would not go all in at these prices. Would I nibble a little bit, buy, let's say, 5% of my goal position size or 10% just to get ownership of some shares? All right, you can do that. If you want a dollar cost average into it, maybe wait a bit more for a pullback. Even if it doesn't come, you can just consistently, slowly get into it. I wouldn't think that's a bad idea. You know, that's not a bad idea. You could buy a little bit if you really want to own it, but I wouldn't buy heavily here. In my opinion, I don't know, man. I could freaking be wrong. For all we know, next year at this time, this stock could be $100. I don't know. I don't think it will be per se. I hope that'd be great, but we've already done very well here. Who knows? But yeah, either way, I'm in Palantir. Obviously, guys, I'm very excited about the stock here, and you know, at some point we're gonna get some sideways trading, maybe even a pullback. It could be coming. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section as always. And of course, do not forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo with at least a $100 deposit, guys. And your uninvested cash for now will earn up to 8.1% APY. Check out that link down below in the comment section, in the description box. Get your free money and check out the Patreon where I'm building out my portfolio every single week with $100. We're ramping up the deposit, and guys, we've been crushing it in the Patreon portfolio. We're about to hit a milestone. There's a Discord. I'm posting my charts and ideas on there throughout the week. Check it out. Link down below, or go to stocksurfest.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.